Welcome into the Los Angeles Lakers Report by Chat Sports. I'm Marshall Green. We have a loaded show today. We're going to break down the Anthony Davis injury, which is just brutal news for the Los Angeles Lakers. The guy was playing, in my opinion, like the MVP of the National Basketball Association. Sounds like he's going to be out for at least a month. We'll also touch on The Athletic. They put out an article highlighting some trade targets that the Lakers should go after and could go after prior to the NBA trade deadline. We're going to break all that down in today's show. Let's start, though, with the news of the day that came out over the weekend. Anthony Davis is expected to at least miss a month with a right foot injury, according to Charania. This has always been my biggest concern with a guy like Anthony Davis. We know when the guy is healthy, he's a top 5, top 10 player in the NBA. But it comes down to durability. The best ability is availability, and I think we've learned that Anthony Davis sometimes is not available. When he is, he's one of the best. But you got to be on the court to be one of the best. Dave McMenamin, shout out to Malika, says a source familiar with Anthony Davis's injury told ESPN the Lakers' big man is experiencing discomfort in his right foot, but there is hope Davis did not suffer anything severe, which is great news for the Lakers. He will likely undergo an MRI for further evaluation. Look, I think the fact that it's not a severe injury, you dodged a bullet right there. You never really like to hear about feet injuries, especially or foot injuries with guys that are big and tall like Anthony Davis. Those can really take NBA players off the path that they're going down. But it sounds like it's not severe, and AD could be back in a couple of weeks, maybe a month. This is what Darvin Ham had to say about the Lakers' big man going to be out for at least a week. He said the first priority is to take care of his health. To hell with what people have to say. We have a phenomenal medical staff of really, really brilliant people with the organization who make sure he has the best possible care. And once we figure out what's going on, we'll act accordingly. I hate to say it, but here we go again. It seems like whenever AD goes through a month of averaging 30 and 15, and it's like he's back. This team can compete in the West. He's maybe the Batman now. Maybe LeBron's the Robin. This is the passing of the torch from LeBron to Anthony Davis. And here we go again. Anthony Davis is going to miss significant time in the season this year for the Los Angeles Lakers, which is an absolute bummer because the guy, in my opinion, was in a two-way race for the MVP between him and Giannis. I mean, when you're putting up 28 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks, and shooting 60% from the field, you can make a case that you're the best player in the NBA. And that's what he was. He was back to his best. This is the best we have seen Anthony Davis since the bubble, where he was arguably the best player on that championship Lakers roster. This is a guy that when healthy, we know that he's one of the most talented basketball players to ever touch a court. It just always seems that an injury pops up with Anthony Davis. It sucks. I mean, it just sucks. And this is even worse. These are the guys that are going to be replacing Anthony Davis for the next couple of weeks, maybe a month. Hopefully he gets back as soon as possible, and it doesn't really take him too long to get back because he was in a groove and he was hooping. You got guys like Thomas Bryant and Wenyen Gabriel as your replacements. Good luck. And I asked this question. With those guys now going to see extended minutes, does this accelerate Lakers trade plans? Which I think is a great question because you have such a small window to compete right now in the Western Conference. And if Anthony Davis is hurt, that means you're not going to be the best version of yourself for at least a month. Can this team afford to go 500, less than 500 for a month, and still make the playoffs? We're going to find out real quick what the Lakers and LeBron are going to do. This is what he said. He said, I have no idea. I'm playing. I show up, prepare, work, go to work, get my guys ready to go win a basketball game. I play the game. I'm not in the front office. Yeah, he left his front office job back in Cleveland when he tore apart that roster. But quit playing yourself, LeBron. Everyone knows LeBron is pretty much the general manager for the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, the jig's up, dude. We know it. Stop acting like you haven't constructed this team. You wanted Russell Westbrook, and right now, I don't want to say the trade worked, but he is playing well. Westbrook has found his role off the bench. He's probably going to win Sixth Man of the Year. I wonder, though, with Anthony Davis out, if they try to put him back in the starting lineup. I want it. I'd keep him where he's cooking right now. But quit BSing. You can't BS a BSer, LeBron James. Don't do it. Let's show our guy Anthony Davis some love, though. I want the whole chat flooded with threes, his jersey number. We need him back. We need him back as soon as possible if the Lakers really want to have a legit chance in the Western Conference to compete and try to be one of those top dogs. They can be with LeBron and AD, but without AD, it's going to be tough. Type threes if you want Anthony Davis to come back as soon as possible. We're going to get to those trade targets from The Athletic here in a second, but first, I want to tell you about today's proud sponsor, Rocket Money. Cancel unnecessary subscriptions with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/NBA now. That link is in the comments and description of today's show. Are you wasting money on subscriptions? 80% of people have subscriptions they forgot about. Maybe for you, it's an unused Amazon Prime account or a Hulu account that never gets streamed. There's this great app I use that helps me track all of my expenses. And because of it, I no longer waste money on subscriptions I don't even use. You might have heard of it. It's called Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill. The app shows all your subscriptions in one place and then cancels for you whatever you don't still want. Rocket Money can even find subscriptions you didn't know you were paying for. You may even find out you've been double charged for a subscription. To cancel one, all you have to do is press cancel, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. View all your subscriptions on one screen. Stay on top of upcoming bills. Let us cancel all of your unwanted subscriptions for you. Get started today. RocketMoney.com/NBA now. I'm saving hundreds. You can do the same. I'm optimizing my finances with Rocket Money. You can too. That link's in the comments and description of today's show. Let's break down the latest trade rumors coming from The Athletic. Are the Lakers going to be buyers this season? I think this Anthony Davis stuff kind of changes that. But who are they going to target? We've talked about a bunch of names on this channel. We've talked Miles Turner. We've talked Buddy Hield. We've talked Gordon Hayward. Any name that has been somewhat linked to the Lakers, we have broke it down. And honestly, that's why you subscribe to the channel, because we're going to keep you up to date with the latest Lakers news, rumors, trade rumors, roster moves, games. All you need to know about the Lakers, we're breaking it down on this channel. Join the family. Help us get to 50,000 subs. YouTube.com/@LakersTV. I thought we'd be over this with the Lakers, but we're back to home plate. Some trading for some stars, according to The Athletic, includes Kevin Durant. I don't see the Nets at this point, as they're at the top of the Eastern Conference, going to move on from Kevin Durant. Damian Lillard. I have a hard time believing that the Portland Trail Blazers, another team in the West that's somewhat playing pretty well this season, would trade Dame. This one, though, I think makes some sense in Bradley Beal. I think the Wizards know that they've been somewhat a flash in a pan this season. Porzingis, his durability is worse than Anthony Davis's. And Kyle Kuzma, they know that he's leaving at the end of the year. It would take a miracle, though, to land one of these. And I think we have to state this. How are you going to get one of those players if you're not willing to trade Anthony Davis? You only got 2 first-round picks. I just don't see a way that the Lakers get one of those guys. If they do, I'll be wrong, and I'll be happy I'm wrong. Popular names, though, according to The Athletic, and I think we've talked about every single one of these players on this channel. That's why you subscribe, the best damn Lakers channel on YouTube. Bojan Bogdanovic, I think he'd be a great fit. The guy can shoot it. He's a professional scorer. Evan Fournier, if you're looking for a guy that can catch and shoot, set the single season record of three-pointers made last year for the New York Knicks. The guy, he's water from beyond the three-point line when he gets minutes. Cam Reddish, if you're looking for a wing that can play some defense, get out in transition, still has some upside, can knock down shots, but he's somewhat inconsistent on offense. I'd like that. Or you go back to this package deal of Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, but it sounds like the Lakers aren't really all that much into the idea of trading Russell Westbrook anymore. I will say this, though. I think one of these 5 people will be a Laker. And if I had to choose any of these to go after, I'd go after Bojan Bogdanovic. I think you could use another scorer on the wing. I think you could use another veteran, a guy that has played in meaningful playoff games before. He can stretch the floor. He can play a little small forward. He can play the three. He is a scorer. I think the guy's shooting almost 50% from three this year. The dude's a bucket, and that's what the Lakers need right now. They need another sniper from the outside. According to The Athletic, these are not possible, and I somewhat not impossible, excuse me. Misspoke right there. Not impossible, but let's be honest. Kyrie Irving ain't happening. I mean, the Nets would probably trade him, but it would be crazy. DeMar DeRozan, I like the idea, but I think the fit is a little bit weird. This team needs some more three-point shooting, something DeRozan doesn't really do. Kuzma would be a lot of fun. Get a guy to come back home, young upside wing, 6'9", can shoot the three, can score, not against it. This is an interesting one in Doug McDermott. Makes a good little bit of coin, so you're going to have to match some salary there. But if you're just looking for another shooter, Dougie McBuckets in the purple and gold, sign me up. I've always been a big fan of Doug McDermott. The dude can shoot it from beyond the three-point arc. Shout him out, though. Name a player the Lakers should trade for. Give me one guy, one person you think the Lakers should trade for. Sound off down below. And if you made it this far in the video, show some love. Hit that thumbs up icon.